Hello YouTube, how's it going today? Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Welcome to another edition of the Dalton with Carlile. We are continuing our trip from Coldfoot down to Fox. We stopped at Prospect Creek and we are going to be departing Prospect Creek here to make our way down towards should be 7 Mile, but I know we'll hit the Arctic Circle. We're gonna get down here, get back actually onto the Dalton, seeing how I pulled off to get off the road and to a safe spot for parking. So we're gonna start going down. We are in Viper 2's 389. Don't have a Carlile skin for it yet, but got it close as I can to Carlile blue in a metallic, of course. As we head out, I'm feeling much better than I was earlier. I had a massive migraine that partially was mainly hangover induced, but that's a whole different story. So we're gonna get this truck up to 60, set our cruise control, and roll along, even though yes, I know that's 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. So cruise is active. We can just relax now and soak in the beautiful Alaskan scenery. I'm glad everybody so far has enjoyed the Dalton series videos. I know, like I've said this a million times, but absolutely love the map and what Hawks has done with it so far, and like I've said another million times, I cannot wait to see what it looks like when it's finished, even though I know the majority is going to be getting the route done first and then adding in scenery. Now, hopefully, I know in my last video I threw props out to him because he's actually commented on some of my videos. The only suggestion I have, and it's on my wish list for this map, is that the Bettles Trail is on it again, because that was by far my favorite route to ever run. Even back in the old Holland days when it was all blocky and it'd get foggy and all you could see was your reference where there was no trees, I would absolutely be thrilled to death if the Bettles Trail was back. But I'm sure, like many other people on the SAS forum have said, we greatly appreciate all the time you've put into this map so far and the time that you're putting into it to complete it. And I still think SCS should offer you a job. And that it would be cool that after a while, like maybe when wintertime comes, and if by then SCS has gotten a state in with decent snow texture, that you would make a simple conversion of the scenery over to a winter version of the map. That would be pretty kick-ass too. That way, during the winter times, we could actually run the winter map, and in the summertime, we can run the summer map. But all that aside, we did a little different bit of streaming last night. We were doing some Farming Simulator 15 streaming on my dedicated server. There's a league of guys that I race with. Several of them have Farming Sim, and I decided I got tired of the regular 4-slot servers. We went ahead and pooled money together and bought an 8-slot dedicated server. We actually have 2 of them now. We have one, I think, 4-slot and one 8-slot. I'm not sure. It might be 2 8-slots. If you guys didn't see that last night, my new favorite toy in Farming Simulator is the, well, there's a couple toys. I like the F-350. I like the Dodge, even though it sounds like shit. But my favorite, well, the drop deck was really nice too, and so was the International 9900. But my favorite toys were the X-Mark zero-turn mowers, which I did not have TeamSpeak coming through because we say a lot of inappropriate things that don't necessarily need to be on YouTube all the time in there, so I kept TeamSpeak in my headset just so that nobody was offended by anything that was said. But as soon as I got my mower, because everybody thought that the mower was a beneficial thing, which it is, because if you're harvesting or doing the foraging of grass, the areas that get missed a lot of times just stay there as ungrown or uncut grass, and that zero turn comes in and it cleans everything up. But Mike didn't seem to agree, so he kept running me over with the combine. Then Seth joined in with the tractor, then Caleb joined in, so they were all taking turns basically violating me on my zero turn. So I get rid of the zero turn and I buy the Dodge Dually, and then as I'm trying to seed the fields, Mike takes the Dually and he starts jumping stuff. Beneficial. I gotta backtrack now on what I was talking about to remember. Jog my memory just a little bit there, Joe. I kind of been rapid fire talking, and I tend to forget things when I'm in rapid fire mode. Yeah, I've got really bad short-term memory and ADD like a mofo, so I've been known to Peter Griffin it. Ooh, shiny red ball. Gone. Hey, we were having a serious conversation. Yeah, but did you not see that shiny red ball? I think I was talking about some mods that were in FS15 that I was streaming last night on our dedicated server. Nothing too important though. I mean, it kind of turned into a shit show. We were serious for a while, and then it seems like when Mike gets to a certain point, he starts getting a little goofy and starts fucking everything up. Like when I had my zero turn mower, he kept running me over with the harvester, and then the other guys. Yeah, I've got a really bad memory myself too, because I take medication for bipolar, and it pretty much erases all of my short-term memory. I mean, I can tell you stuff that happened 25, 30 years ago down to the exact detail, but I couldn't tell you what I ate 2 days ago. It really sucks. But the reason, in case you've wondered why I haven't been streaming videos lately, I recently did a new computer build, and I'm actually now sitting. I bought a brand new sim racing rig, so I'm a lot more comfortable now. Brand new wheel because my G27 broke on me, finally. So I've got the G29 now. I've got my triple monitors mounted on a stand, and then the race cockpit. Still waiting for my SKRS 18-speed shifter from CSIO. I'm just hoping I have enough room for it. This is my button box. Need a little bit of brake in that. That's a little too much. Yeah, when I was in high school, I got screwed over a lot because the teachers thought I was just, well, basically they thought I was retarded, and they kept putting me in the special ed classes. And it was just that the work wasn't challenging enough, so I refused to do it. So they automatically took that as, oh, he's retarded, so we're going to stick him in the special needs classes. I need to get around this guy with a dozer. This is the longest I've been on the Jake in a long time. And that's not even, that's just the cruise control Jake. That's not manually tripping it. But I'm hoping now that with the new computer build that everything's a lot smoother, that the graphics look better and everything, because I went from a, well, yeah, I refused to do the work because it wasn't challenging enough. Like, literally, some people say we'd have a test, and it was, say, for example, English class. Say well, what the fuck, we read, To Kill a Mockingbird, and we had watched the movie, and we had to do like a report on it. Easy ass shit. Now, when I read a book, I'm not just reading a book. As I'm reading it, it turns into a movie into my head, because like, when I read, I love Tom Clancy novels, so I read his, and as I'm reading it, I'm like seeing a movie in my head. So what would be like a normal, for a normal student, it'd take them, say, probably a couple days to write a 3-page essay on To Kill a Mockingbird. I'd have the damn thing done in about like 20-30 minutes in class and turned in that day. Yeah, I do have 5 mirrors. But my processor before was a 4460 Haswell. Now I'm on a 6600K Skylake processor that's overclocked. The old i5 was a 3.2 gig. This one is mildly overclocked to 4.1, and I think we're going to take it up to 4.5. I've got a mild overclock on the graphics card. I've got a 10% overclock on the R9 390, but I'm going to be upgrading from the R9 to the EVGA 1070 for the Win Edition. But I've already tested it out on iRacing. I can probably run the R9 for another year at least before having to buy another card. It's just if I want to sell my other tower now, because basically I changed everything. I went from just the standard CPU cooler, because the 6600K is literally just the chip. It doesn't come with a cooler. So I bought a Noctua DH15 forced air, dual radiator, dual 140mm fan system on it, and that thing keeps my processor at about 28 degrees Celsius or around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is ridiculously cool. The case I upgraded to a Corsair Carbide Series 540 airflow. It's got two giant 140 millimeter fans on the front for intake and another 140 on the back. The only problem is I can't put my side panel on because the R9 throws heat out to the side instead of to the rear, so it kind of creates a turbulence inside my case. And it's a shame too because the side panel is Lexan with a steel case around it, so you could look in on it. I might have to cut a hole and mount a fan on it so it can suck the heat that gets thrown out by that R9, because the AMD cards run a lot hotter than the NVIDIA cards. But on top of that, I also went with my old motherboard was a Asus, or no, it wasn't Asus, it was an MSI Z97 PC Mate board with 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM. I went to a MSI Z170A SLI Plus motherboard with 16 gigs of DDR4. And then my old solid state was a Mushkin Eco 2 120 gig, 2.5 inch solid state. Now I'm running a Samsung 950 Pro 256 gig M.2 solid state. So it's literally the size, it's just a little bit bigger than a thumb drive. And it sits right on the board perfect. I've got two hot swap bay 1 terabyte internal hard drives hooked up. We've got one that works, one we've got to go in and delete everything out of and fix so it can actually register as another drive. I was going to rate them. Yep. See, that's the problem. I have a tendency once I start talking, I'll keep going and going and going and going and going, and then I'll run out of breath and have to continue mid-sentence. But we're going to try rating. Well, we were going to raid the hard drives, but if we did that, I would lose everything that was on my D drive. And we carried everything from the old computer solid state over on my D drive to reinstall it, other than a fresh install of Windows 10, because for some reason the old system, it would hang up on restarts. And that really, really, really bugged me. So when we did the new build, I no longer have that problem, and my computer restarts within about 5 seconds of the time I click restart. But other than that, I think everything else is still the same. I'm trying to think what else, if there's anything special on the board. Well, the board actually supports... Well, this is what pissed me off about that board, the new one I put in the 170. It only had two USB 2.0 ports on the back, two 3.0s, one 3.0 on the front, and a 3.1 on the front. So I had to go on eBay and buy some... well, I bought 3 of them, but the board will only fit 2, which is what I did. But I bought 3 2-port USB 2.0s. So I have 4 extra USB... Son of a bitch, I'm still hungover from last night. My voice is shot. Mainly because I was yelling at Mike and Seth for killing me on my zero turn. But I have 4 extra USB ports now on the back that are 2.0, because a lot of the stuff will not run on a 3.0. Oof, forgot I got the red lights in the cabin here. Red lights of the blue truck, that's not very smart. Big hill. So I'm going to get my speed up. Damn it. But yeah, I need to get on top of more streaming of Car Mechanic Simulator 15, because I think I've still got that Maserati Stradale sitting on my lift that's just been gutted that I didn't do the complete rebuild on yet. I really wanted to get in and test ATS, and then I was having issues with iRacing. I had to go and fix all that. Basically, we're still putting this computer through its paces. I don't want to go up on the overclock until the thermal paste has really had time to set in. But ATS is definitely not a CPU intensive game or a GPU. Well, hopefully that's a good thing. Oh yeah, the other thing too, how could I forget that? I went from my Turtle Beach PX3s, I went back to my trusty, bought a brand new set because my old ones were all fucked up. I bought another Logitech G930 headset. The PX3s were good, but the problem with those were... Oh, did they really? Awesome. They needed to add tuner parts for the Maserati because I was tired of just being able to rebuild a stock motor. I want to actually take that and run a dyno on it and see if I can get some horsepower out of it. But the PX3s were great. The only complaints I had is, well, the biggest complaint was if I stayed silent or if nobody in TeamSpeak or wherever talked for, I think it was like 3 or 4 minutes, my headset would start beeping and it would automatically shut off. The G930 stays on until you turn it off. The other complaint, and this is only a personal complaint because I have fuck, what are they? 10 gauge front earrings. I've got 4 earrings, and they're, oops, wrong ear, dickhead. They're gauged out. The fronts are 10s, the backs are 12s, and the ear cups on the PX4, PX3, whatever, they would not cover my ears, and I could feel the earrings, the spike ends on them, digging into my fucking head, and that would hurt after a while, whereas the G930 goes all the way around. 944? Holy crap. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to play some more Car Mechanic Sim. Especially seeing how, like I said, that one Stradale is just sitting on my lift toward the pieces. So I've decided I'd do a bunch of streaming, get caught back up with the ATS at least. I'm backlogged on videos for iRacing. I've literally got a shitload of replays saved that I need to stream and upload those. So I can go ahead and clear that out because I hate it when I've got like 40 replays in there. The drag Mustang, well, fuck, well, I'm trying to remember what I got out of the Mustang that I rebuilt. I know my Challenger or whatever the hell it was, the first car that I did, the green one, that one had around 800 horsepower. Joe's Corvette, he had more than that, but he went carbureted. I was fuel injected. And it's so much harder to get the ratio correct on fuel injection than it is on carburation. It's so much easier. Joe had the advantage by going mechanical. Of course, he couldn't put fuel injection on that motor unless he swapped it out. But I'm going to try and build the most ballsy motor I can for that Maserati. drop our map all the way out to max view so we can see that, because I've got the in-cab one. Man, this thing is just staying on the Jake. I forgot, going southbound, you've got a hell of a lot more downhill. I've actually thought about also doing another series with ATS, but doing it on the stock map. Yep. Well, you know I'll be here. Oh, my throat is really killing me today. I thought about just modding the stock map, because I know SES is going to be doing a rescale of California, Nevada, and Arizona. And I forget who it was that was streaming. Pretty much, we all think that the next state we're going to get is Utah. Because if you drive to the edge in certain places in Nevada, you drive to the edge in certain places in Arizona, it says welcome to Utah. Which, oh, there's the Arctic Circle. So we're getting a lot closer. It always seems going northbound it takes forever. Going southbound it's not that bad. I've only been driving for roughly just under half an hour. And we've already passed the Arctic Circle. Shut up, Jake Brake. Just go down the hill. If I need you on, I'll turn you on. Just let it wind out in 18th. Trying to get our cruise back. There, we're back on cruise. I can manually toggle the Jake if I want to. But that also unsets the cruise control, which is not realistic. Because you can actually use the step grid on it with cruise control on it. It does not change your speed or deactivate cruise control. So our goal is to make it to either Yukon River Camp or Pump Station 6. Because I know Pump Station 7 is still on the Elliott. Pump Station 7 rather, excuse me. Pump Station 7 is still on the Elliott. Pump Station 6 is on the Dalton. If I can make it to Living Good, that would be awesome, because that would make for a good final run into Fox. What the hell is my cruise at 53 for? It needs to be faster than that. Oh, I'm an idiot. I hit the wrong damn button. Somehow I actually turned cruise and reset it. But it seems, as always, every time I drive on the Dalton, it rains. That's okay, my truck needs a bath. At least the top half, because the bottom's going to be filthy. Well, welcome back. Come on, get that last mile an hour. Apparently it doesn't want to do that. But I'm so much more comfortable now in this new rig versus my old rig, which was a Play Seat Evolution Junior Nation Edition. I'm only the richest because I cheated like a bastard and I put way too much money in when I started. I got tired of doing all those stupid driver for hire things, and I used Cheat Engine to get my profile up. If there was a way I could take all that money back, I would. Which there is. I think I can reset it. It's not like Farming Sim where you can just go into your saved... Oh, there's that wrecked truck that... Off to the right. Dumped it pretty hard. Probably wasn't the best idea for... Well, see, here's what happened. When I did the money, I was only trying to put $1 million in, and it put $100 million in. I guess I did Chinese math or whatever, and put a couple extra zeros because the Logitech keyboard I have is the G710 Plus, so it's a mechanical. And it's really notorious for ghost keying a lot, so I think it ghost keyed a couple zeros in there. There is no reason why I would ever need $100 million. But that's what it gave me, so... I've tried spending it on all kinds of shit. I've wrecked all kinds of trucks, forfeited cargoes, and somehow I'm still only down to $98 million. I think once the Dalton is complete, though, I'm going to start another profile and start from scratch and actually earn my way up. This speed is killing me. I wish I could get going faster. No, I do not right now. At least I don't think I do. Let's check. That's actually a good idea. Oh, look at that. I'm the only one there. How about we recruit some drivers? Are you shitting me? One driver? Well, I guess we'll hire her. Start her in Fairbanks. Where the hell are my trucks at? Okay, what about Coldfoot? Oh, that's gradually. Oh, there we go. They're starting to load in. There's my truck. There's all the stock trucks. What is that? Is that W9? Well, we'll put her in a, T68. Hey, look, that's kind of scary. That dude has my name. We'll hire him out of no, we gotta start all our drivers out of Fairbanks because otherwise they won't have shit for loads. I think that's the Western Star. We'll put him in that. I'm gonna hire this guy here. I'm not giving up my W9. And I'm not sure if I want to give up my T880. So then he can have the day cab. This guy here, we'll hire him out of Coldfoot. Put him in one of the K-dubs. This guy here we'll hire. We'll put him in Coldfoot in, well, that's my truck. Ah, damn it. Nah, screw it. We'll put him in that. And we'll hire this other chick here too. Put her in the T8. Oh, he looks like a pedophile. Nope, sorry dude, we're all out of trucks. So we'll go back to that now. There, now we have employees, so should be able to make some money now. Not that I freaking need it. Be nice though to see a bunch of Carlile trucks going up and down the road. Especially since my truck is not a Carlile skinned truck. It's old trusty here. Woo, bonfire! Got my pimpin' Alcoas on it. My headache rack with the stupid bright hella reverse lights on it. What the hell? When I first spawned in here, the first time, it was a Walmart trailer. Now it's a Lowe's trailer. I think we just drove up the Beaver Slide. We're gonna take a look at the sign here. Is this Beaver Slide? Yep, we just drove up Beaver Slide. For some reason though, it showed a Walmart trailer at first. But now it's back to the Lowe's. Well, hell, the Lowe's trailer is even wrong because that's not the trailer I picked up when I originally got this load. It was a, some other company. I wish I remember the name of it, but it was only a, it was white with red lettering on it on the sides. It wasn't not Lowe's and it was not Walmart. Yeah, this is my, no, set the damn cruise to 60. And I hit it right when it hits 58. That's my wiper button. No wonder it ain't setting cruise. I had one for the longest time, and then the wife made me shave it off. Well, I kind of hated it too. Wasn't Staples, it was some other weird thing. I want to say it was almost like 3M related. It was some weird ass, one of the companies out of Fairbanks. I wonder if it would show in Quick Job. Let's take a look and see. And tell you exactly what trailer It was, oh shit, it won't show me the trailers, it just shows the damn trucks. Screw you. Oh wait, no, here we go. It was a side curtain trailer. That right there, Fred Meyer. That's what it was. It was Fred Meyer's. Only mine was the, it was not a box van. It was the side skirt. And then I originally had this trailer. It kept flipping me around, but it was Fred Meyer. That's what it is. Alright, so if we've gone over Beaver Slide, that means we are getting close. We should be getting close to a 7 mile. Come on, baby, climb the hill. You got a Cummins under the hood. It's just, I'm having a little bit of issues with the way my button box is mounted now. I was so used to it being right next to me on the right side of the wheel. Now that I'm on this racing rig, the shifter mount and the wheel mount are at 2 different heights, because obviously I don't have the crossbar and I'm not on a desk anymore. It's all freestand. Well, I wouldn't say freestand because I bolted the fucking thing to the floor. Right now I'm not retired. I am actually on medical leave waiting for them to put titanium and shit into my back. That was a work-related injury, which gives me way too much free time. But then again, if I didn't have all this free time, I wouldn't be able to drive this awesome ass road. The only gripe I have about this G29, I know this is completely just random shit. The G29 does not use the older Logitech 5.1 gaming software, which I had dialed in. This uses the newer 8.83 or whatever bullshit, and it's got very minimal things. So a lot of the force feedback is screwed up. Like, this does turn the truck, but I have absolutely no force feedback right now on the wheel doing this. It's not until I start turning a lot harder that I have some feedback. See, I'm all against having any surgery done, but unfortunately it's past the point of them not being able to do it. Because what had happened is I had pulled a load of scrap steel out of the water heater plant here in town down to Birmingham, Alabama, which my normal run was for, I'd haul scrap out and then drop it. It was basically a drop and hook. They'd have a loaded trailer with steel cables, or not cables, but steel coils, to 2 32,000-pound steel coil rolls that I would haul back to the water heater plant. And when I got down there that one day, I dropped the trailer and I hooked up to the trailer to bring back, and as part of the pre-trip, I went around and inspected the trailer. And that's when I had noticed that the guy literally put 6x6 chalk blocks in between the coils to keep them from rolling front to back, and then he just ran a freaking ratchet strap around the 2 coils. He never tied anything down to the deck. So as soon as I spotted that, I got the yard foreman out there, and I told him to look at the trailer and tell him if he could see anything wrong with it. And he walks around, he's like, well, it's all strapped down. I was like, yeah, but what is it strapped to? Look a little closer. He goes, why are the coils strapped together? I was like, I don't know, you fucking tell me. Your guys are the ones that did it. Nothing is strapped to the deck. If I didn't check this, I could have killed somebody pulling out of the parking lot because one of those coils, or both of those coils, would have just rolled right off the damn trailer. But the idiot who strapped it down, the trailer that I usually pull is a 48-foot Fontaine spread axle step deck, and it's got side pockets all the way down it for J straps. And he had put the J strap end in. Actually, I don't think titanium will set off a metal detector. I don't know if they can't put ferrous metal in your body anymore. There's a bunch of lawsuits or whatever back in the day. It's all surgical titanium and surgical nylon. But the idiot had put a J strap in there, and he got it, and he ratcheted it down so tight that when I broke it loose, it didn't come out of the stake pocket. So I'm sitting there beating on it with a pole. I'm hitting it with a spud bar. It's not coming loose. So I take one of the binder poles off of a load binder, and I'm whacking the crap out of that thing, and it finally let loose. And when it let loose, I sprung backwards so I wouldn't get hit by it. And when I did that, I flew backwards, lost balance, fell off the trailer, and landed square on my back in a rough gravel parking lot. And I've had back problems, but that really did me in. So I'm kind of screwed right now. And then I'll literally be screwed once I put that titanium shit in there. I'll be like the $250,000 man. I'm trying to remember how far 7 Mile is out from the Arctic Circle, because we passed that about 15 minutes ago. Easily 15 minutes. So hopefully my drivers start bringing in some money, not that it matters. No idea. We haven't even gotten on the raised area yet, so I know I'm not by 7 Mile. There's the raised section of road where I barrel rolled this truck. We're not even up to that yet. Oh, this thing's a pig. Downshift. Yeah, what's going on, Corey? Oh, that's alright. Oh, man. We were up way too late last night. Shit, me, Mike, and Seth were on till, 2 o'clock. Yeah. How do you like the new stuff I added in there? Yeah, I traded that one in for the bigger trailer because I sat there for a couple hours and harvested the farm a few times over, which gave us the money to get Mike the big harvester. Seth has that T6 with the front end loader now. I've got the T8 for the seeder, so we don't have to worry about all that shit dragging ass anymore. And then to match the International, I bought that big ass red trailer. Oh Christ! I made damn near almost $500,000. Yeah, but that was working my ass off. Yep. I did it, I think, 6 times. Yeah, it was apparently after you left. Because Alan was like all over my ass and telling me to get on TeamSpeak because Alan started another server because he couldn't figure out what the hell we were doing with ours. But he had $12 in there that he was trying to donate over to me to keep the server up, and for some reason it credited his name with the money, so he figured what the hell else he spent it, and he found a good map. It's the Westbridge. It's a modification of the Westbridge map, but it has pig farming, beef cattle, and dairy cattle. Yeah, Joe, those guys are in, they're in TeamSpeak. I have that separately running through my headset, but it wasn't just the wheel was actually bolted down to my 80/20, but the entire rig is bolted to the floor. And when it came to bolting to the floor, it really didn't matter anyways, because holy shit, what is that? That's a new... I never saw that thing flipped over before. If I'm paying the mortgage on the house, if I want to run a few 3-inch wood screws into the floor, I'm going to do it. It's in an unfinished part of the house, though. Oh, wow, this thing's a dog in third. Forget which buttons my hazards. There they are. Yeah, Alan actually put a link in, if you look at the description now of FS15, it shows both of our addresses in there now. So it's got his server that takes you straight to the mod page, and I only had to download a few mods, including the map. Awesome, we have France in the house. Bonjour. Oh, we changed everything. I was fucking around on that muddy map earlier too, just for fun, while I was letting shit download, and that Ford just kept getting stuck. The Dodge may sound like shit, but that thing will pull through anything. But yeah, the Westbridge map that Alan got was freaking awesome. And it's just a modification off of it, but it's more Americanized. It's like the Midwest map that we were trying to get to work. Yeah, the passwords for his are different. It's, let me see, it's, oh no, that's fine. It's Hendrix instead of that, and then when you go to join the actual server, the password's still the same. Yeah, we got one of the 2 silage bunkers that are in there completely full because Alan was trying to use the crone, and he was splitting the field. He had one of the smaller harvesters. I think it was like the 4 or 5 row head, whatever. He was splitting the field between cutting corn because the beef cattle takes corn and potatoes. You can give them either or, and then the pigs take potatoes, and then obviously the dairy cattle take silage. So that's why I filled that bunker up. But he was trying to get all these wagons lined up behind the crone, and on console I knew that you can get 4 wagons behind the crone and it would shoot it back there, but apparently not on PC. But Alan couldn't get them lined up, so I had to freaking line up 4 wagons, get them hooked up, and then I just said to hell with it, hooked them to a T6 and started following the crone around. And then after we got some more money, I bought a Magnum, which didn't work, but he had gotten, I think, one of the Lambo tractors, and that worked perfectly, so just driving along. I know, it's awesome. See how many fields there are? Yeah, he cheated a couple times. Yeah. That's on, what, the T6? Or did he actually buy a wheel loader? Okay, yeah, that's the New Holland T6. Because I was originally pulling, there's 4 of them. That's for when we plant that field 12. It's all for silage, so I just pull those 4 because all 4 of those combined together is 84,000. And it's kind of cool because when you hire the worker in it, he'll actually, when one fills up, he'll switch the pipe to the next trailer and just keep filling it up until you're at 100%. Man, I swear I like live in Alaska or something because it's been freaking dark all day, been storming, all kinds of shit. Okay, 170 miles, that means I am pretty close to, should be close to 7 Mile. Trying to remember how far up that goes. Nah, I woke up with a massive hangover, and apparently I slept all funky, so my back was fucked up, my neck was fucked up, everything was. And now is when I could really use some extra light, but I don't feel like turning that bright ass shop light on. Getting close to the uphill sections. And turn my headlights back off. Nope, we're just in another open tundra. So we're all taking bets on when, how soon it's gonna be before, you know who dumps it. Come on, I just shifted in the freaking final drive. I think this is gonna be a double gear. Yep. Two double gears. Oh, this freaking shifter is so much better after doing that little mod to it. What are you doing, another IMSA? Oh, yeah, you are a sucker for punishment. I did one of them, and I was sore as hell afterwards. You figure I would be, too. What car are you running? The Aston? Ooh. Just watch out for the DPs. Oh, man. My race. Some asshole in the HPD decided he was going to be Mr. Hotshot. And, well, he wasn't the major asshole. The major asshole, surprise, surprise, was in a DP. But he kept freaking, like, he'd be half a track behind me and I could see the damn headlights flashing. And I'm like, dude, you know I've already let you by before. You don't have to leave your damn headlight flash on. And then he started talking shit, so we got around to the infield course part of it. And the final turn, the straightaway before you make that hard left-hander onto the backstretch, he was right on my ass. And I was giving him at least 2 lanes to freaking drive with. So I just said, you know what, dude? It ain't worth it. I slammed on the brakes and he fucking drove underneath me, scooped my car up off the ground, and he slammed into the tire wall. And then, of course, he's like, oh, I'm reporting you to iRacing. You intentionally wrecked me. I was like, go ahead, dude. It's going to show that I gave you the entire freaking 2 lanes of track to get by me, and you decided to ride my ass. I was in my line. That was my braking zone. So, whatever. Send it to Nim. He didn't say shit after that. Yeah, it's really greasy for the first couple of laps. No, you're greasy because you keep touching mooses. I'm telling you, Alan, you need to download this damn map for ATS. The Dalton Highway. What's the matter? You don't want to drive in real time with real mileage? It's actually quite fun. Especially since it's been redone with all the good textures. The roads are now all 100% HD. And it's the summer map, it's not the winter map. Why? Because it's not the winter one? You don't have to buy it, it's a mod. Well, no, the reason why you wouldn't is because from just where he has it right now, starting in Fairbanks and driving to Wiseman, which is about 10 miles past Coldfoot, which is the halfway point, takes 7.5 hours real time. By the time this map is done, ugh. By the time it's done, it'll probably take 10 to 12 hours to drive for 500 miles. Which one? No, I don't. Oh, look, I've got a $130 income. That means that somebody drove around Fairbanks and delivered a load inside of town. I love how it's 1:41 a.m. and it's still complete sun. But that's true to Alaska in the summertime. There's literally like almost no nighttime. I love how they zip tied the damn coax cable for the CB on the mirrors. Those are some thick ass zip ties too. Yeah. Crap. Need a fresh dew. Almost driving in the ditch here trying to open it. I'm actually kind of worried when I get that Eaton Fuller shifter that's not going to clear. Well, on the 8th of July, yeah, I did, but it's still not here yet. Basically, it's just a it's strictly for American Truck Simulator. It's a real 18 Fuller 18-speed shift knob that the guy put a mini DSD board in, and it's only a 2-function board where it toggles your splitter and your range selector, and then it's got a different mounts. It'll mount to like the Thrustmaster shifters, the Fanatic shifters, and Logitech shifters. And it's got like a 6-foot USB cable that'll run to the tower, so you can actually go through the gears, float them instead of having a double clutch like I have to right now. And the best part about it is, I guess, well, SCS, when you plug it in, it's direct plug and play. There's no firmware or anything to update. It actually registers as the CSIO SKRS shifter in game, and it'll let you independently program it. And obviously I bought the 18 speed because that's the transmission that I normally drove, was an 18 speed. But they make it in a 10, 13, 15, and an 18. Which technically you can use the 18 speed shifter to shift anywhere from a 10 to a 18. Just if you went down to like an 8LL, you wouldn't be able to do that because there's no splittable gears. It's just a high and low range. But it'd be awesome to finally just float and take a half gear with a splitter. I'll probably be able to shift a hell of a lot better once I've got the real shifter back on there again. But literally, CSIO is 2 guys and their families building these things out of their garage in Minneapolis. No assembly line, no nothing. So each order is done. And mine's been saying awaiting shipment for a while. It's not like they have a... See, what they did is they had this Kickstarter. So obviously all the people that paid up front on the Kickstarter get their shifters first. And then they start mixing in. But what's I'm not understanding is they take, for like a week, they'll say that stuff's in stock and you can place orders. And then for like the next 2 weeks, everything's out of stock. And then they'll have another saying, oh, it's back in stock, you can order. But it's almost been it's been over a month now since I ordered mine, and I still haven't gotten it. It'll be 2 months on the 8th. Because I remember watching his original video. He took a Logitech, forget what it was, but it was a Logitech game controller, put it in a Tupperware box, and he actually had it working then and there, but he wanted to integrate everything to where everything was inside of the shift knob, because they're hollow in the center, other than having the 2 air lines that run up, one for your split and one for the range. But some kind of contactless magnets or something that he uses in it. It's supposed to emulate it just like a real Eaton Fuller tranny. Let's see, 155 miles. Yeah, it's GT1. Oh, that's right, it's the HPD. The Ford GT, yeah. To Kenworth. That's funny as hell, because that damn thing burned so much gas it wasn't even funny. Just setting my cruise at 5 on those 3 fields that Seth combined on the original map where the cattle was, I burned 3/4 of a tank of gas. It is so damn dark. I actually need to freaking plug that light back in, because monitor glare is starting to get to me. I finally got rid of that damn headache. The last thing I need is it to come back again. And it's pouring outside. Holy shit. Turn that down. Big time. Yeah. Because, I mean, it was just going through an astronomical amount of fuel. I could see if I was like driving around with it wide open and everything, but I was literally at 5 miles an hour on cruise control, and it was just like it was dumping raw gas out of the pipes. What is this sign for? Of course, I'm going so damn fast, I probably won't be able to read it. Oh, roller coaster. Put it in neutral, let it roll, see how fast I can get going downhill, and then pop it in the gear as soon as I'm back in my RPM range. Which wasn't very long. I'm telling you, the best mod I ever did to this G27 shifter is take the damn shift knob off, and then the trim ring around the leather, and then line it with the female side of Velcro so it doesn't have that plasticky, clunky sound. Everything's nice and solid now. It's a lot quieter. You can actually feel when it goes in gear now instead of just relying on the dink. What? Why the hell would you want to do that? Oh, silage. So let me guess. One semi and then a dolly with another semi, then another dolly, and then another trailer? Good God. Well, that's better than that, what we had going on with the 4 little wagons. The Jake brake does not slow this truck down worth a shit. Not like I'm pulling a heavy trailer or anything. That sucks. No, he's running Daytona road course. Leo Bodner, the torture race I put myself through the other night. I'll probably hit a couple more FR2O races. Now I'm getting close to 7 Mile because we're getting into the uphill. I bet. You ain't got to turn. Oh shit. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even run a setup. I just ran the stock one. Well, that's the problem, though. You want the good mods. You got the Germans are all over that stuff. Well, at least the Europeans. Did you say cunt heads? Interesting. That's a new one. I wish I had the FPS counter on this thing. I want to see what kind of frames I'm pulling on here. Oh, yep, there's the other semi-truck that crashed. It's off the road down there. I might need to make me a little extension here off of this 80/20 with a piece of plywood, and then just run a little bracer board down to the floor for the shifter if it doesn't clear. Plus, I'm not too fond of where the shifter sits stock on this anyways. That'd allow me to move the button box and everything over. Tell you what, I can still ratchet through the gears. Oh god, that vape tastes like V8. Oh god. Oh, it is. Dude, it's supposed to be strawberries and cream, but it tastes like fucking V8. Oh, that's disgusting. Ah, oh, somebody did a horrible job making that flavor. Ah, oh, it's just so gross. Oh man, and the taste does not come out of your mouth either. Oh, that's just terrible. Alright, I know not to use that one until I change tanks. That's just... Oh. I don't know how the hell anybody would think that would taste like strawberries and cream. It tastes literally like V8. No, because then it tastes like burnt newspaper. Alright, let's see if this one is. Because these are the same coils. Nope, that one tastes exactly like it's supposed to. It's got to be the juice. Oh, look, another driver drove around Fairbanks and it only took him like fucking half an hour to do it. Well, it could be like my race. Guy in a HPD, one lap in, loses his fucking pedals. Spends the rest of the entire race sitting in the infield there after you make the shoot down past pit road. He literally sat there the entire race. For what, the trailer? What are you going for, $1 million? Well, if you got 1 and 5 zeros, that's 100,000. Yeah. No, because I highly doubt that fucking Kenworth would pull. I highly doubt the Kenworth, if you got fucking 3 of those hooked up together, that the Kenworth would pull 300,000. Oh wait, no, it pulled the 1 million, so yeah, it will. Well, then make 3 100,000 trailers, or set that trailer to 100,000, and then have 3 of them put together for 300,000 total. Oh wow. I don't remember seeing snow on these mountains here. That looks... Stop the presses! That's what I love about this truck. That's good. Yep. Just watch for a brake fade later on. There's a lot of guys were eating shit because they were running the high friction and they had no brake. Guys like, I'm pushing the pedal all the way to the floor, it's not stopping. Meanwhile, every time I watch him go around in the corner, his rotors are solid red. I think I'm driving into a thunderstorm. God, I really need to shave. It's not bad. I think the best I ran in the Aston with no setup was like a 145. And that was balls out. Yeah, you do. And that's the biggest thing that I forgot when I hopped into the Audi. Or not the Audi, the Aston Martin. It was like, oh shit. I was so used to driving the GT3 cars where you had all the computer assists, and now I'm in this car and I pretty much have to be really careful coming off a lot of these corners, otherwise I'm going to go for a ride. Oop, there's 7 Mile Station popping up on my radar. That's a good sign. $7 Mile, 5 Mile, and then Yukon River Camp. We'll follow that. Cross over the Yukon River, and I'll get to pump station 6. I mean, surely I cannot be driving into another storm because I drove in a storm for about half an hour already. $7 Mile, no services. 5 Mile, no services. And then there's the service at Yukon River. Goodbye, 7 Mile. Well, I'm out of the hardest part of the haul road so far. I got a bunch of those. Mainly letting people the hell out of the way. Well, it's not bad. I had my first lap because some dumbass decided to take it 3 wide in a corner. 5 Mile, what's up? I wonder if he fixed the AI around Yukon River, because I know they used to, once you got over the bridge, the trucks would be there for a certain period of time, then they just disappear. I think that was Willow Creek. She didn't wad it up. Might have to get me a bigger bottle of this Tsunami. It's actually really good. Really? Yeah. See, that's my weakest point, is being in the infield. It's just I don't ever trust that fast left-hander, because I've gone off track too many damn times. Yep. And I even ate the rumble strip with the left sides, like full on ate it. It's still, I was going so fast that it shot me out the other side of the track. Alan, you need to duct tape a lighter down. You're losing your lighters all the time. Yes. You've only been talking about it forever. It don't get no more redneck than you sitting on Dale Earnhardt's face. Yeah. Okay, we should come up on Yukon River Camp. The only thing I don't like about this truck is in the interior is it doesn't show when your engine brake is being applied. I mean, I can see the switch being thrown when I toggle it on and off, but on cruise control, there should be a light on the dash that lights up and shows that the engine brake is engaging. And there should be a light showing when you have it on. Oh, look out. Somebody's playing FS15. You? Steam does not lie. Precision X. Well, Steam lies about that, but it never lies about somebody playing a game. No, it doesn't. Yeah, that's great, and I'll see how that's a fucking benchmarking software and not a game. Well, excuse. That's. Well, see, I'm not Team Green. I'm red. And there's the Yukon River. Next service, 119 miles. Yep, food, lodging, everything here. Pull in here and see what's going on. See a bunch of my trailers sitting around here. .25-mile-an-hour speed limit. No, we didn't. Man, that looks so beautiful. To get up here at the top and take a screenshot. Yeah. Both of them. One for corn and one for the rest of the seeds. Take a screenshot right about here. Let me get the parking brake on. Take this off, that off. Go into screenshot mode. Photo mode. Oh yeah. Forgot. That moves everything around. And that cycles it. Field of view. Well, change that. There we go. Get rid of all that blur crap. Oh, that's cool. I can make it all black and white if I want to. What do I want to do? I want to go... Yeah, that looks good. Screenshot out of the way, we can start moving again. I'll put my other mirror back on. Still 131 miles. This hill takes a lot of gear. And now the sun's finally setting at 2:15 a.m. At least trying to. Saying it's only 40 something degrees, or is that 63 degrees? It's kind of hard to read the damn outside air temperature gauge. It's either 43 or 63 degrees Fahrenheit. There's pump station 6. Be nice. Make it off the haul road. I had that happen to me once. I was like, hey, I'm gonna drive it as close as I can to it so when it opens, it'll be easier, and then whoop, tractor went up in the air. I can't believe that all my streaming issues on YouTube was because the resolution wasn't set. I had it set at what my monitor was. It's wrong. 1360 by 768 was wrong, and it was giving me like an orange color in the stream health. I had to set it to 1920 by 1080. But no, they're not. All three of them are 1360 by 768. 32s. Yeah, the TVs. Well, they're 1360 by 768 at 60 hertz. That's weird that that doesn't pop up on there. Well, yeah, but I'm telling you, whenever I turn these things on, they say 1360 by 768. I don't. Right now, this game I run single screen. Anything but iRacing, I run single screens. That way I can have OBS up on another screen, watching that, making sure everything's good, and then the other monitor has the actual stream up, so I can make sure everything's good on that end, and monitor the chat channel. iRacing is the only thing I actually run in 5076 by whatever. Which I'm gonna have to, when I do my streams of the replays, I'm gonna have to change that down to a single screen instead of 3 screens, so it's easier to see. Oh, that red light's gonna drive me nuts. Why is that light red? It needs to be blue. Getting close to the end of the haul road. Now I'll be jumping on the Elliott. I can only imagine what this entire map would look like if it was covered with snow. It'd be crazy. Have to have the main feature though back. It doesn't have any of the delineators. Can't drive in the winter without delineators. I wish I could super scale this map so I could see even further, like track my progress without having to go to the main map. Close the airflow off on this tank a little bit so I get more flavor. Let's see, every other time I play this and I'm not streaming, it's a lot more fun because I can actually have the audio player running, listening to music. But thank you, YouTube, for not allowing me to even enjoy the simple pleasure of a freaking internet radio station. Doesn't matter whether I click do not monetize or not. Yep. And you have all those damn bots that hit you with freaking copyright claims. Yeah. Mine's usually 80s hair bands or country. Classic country, not the new garbage. There we go, that's the right airflow control. Just sliding the seat back one more notch. Butter. It's like when I'm racing, I want to be like right up on the freaking wheel. Everything else, I want to be as far away as possible. I remember how far from pump station 6 it is to Living Good. Shouldn't be that far. Should've just double geared that twice. This is the section I can't use cruise control. I don't know, maybe I can. Set it and forget it. Gotta be getting close to the bottoms. I think that's where those curves are down there. One of these is oh shit corner. I think that's the bottoms. remember that nasty ass corner. This might be... Nope, every time I think I keep getting to the bottoms, I'm not there yet. Oh wait, maybe it's that funky section down there. That looks pretty jacked up. There's oh shit corner and then there's reach around corner. Yep. Now I'm in the bottom. Oh God. No, I didn't. No, the only things I sold off was like the old cedar. When I bought the new bigger ones, I sold the smaller one off. That was about it. Did you do the fish? Alright. Oh look, another driver made an in-town delivery that only took like half an hour. Ah, damn it. I knew I should have done something when I was back at Yukon. Now I gotta wait till I get all the way back to Fairbanks. I meant to change the color of the inside lights. I don't know why the hell I chose. Oh, because I had the Harley Davidson paint scheme on this truck before I changed it back over to the Carlile blue. Should have made more like a yellow. I still have yet to see what I call the bottoms. I'm pretty sure I already made it through it though, because that was one hell of a hill I had to climb out of. What? Yeah. If it's got purple flowers on it, it's done. Yeah, clover's gonna have purple flowers when it's done. Should only have, if it doesn't have 4 stages of growth, it should only have 1. I don't either, I've never planted it. That's on the quiet side. Well, that's why I made the ATS thing. Oh yeah, that's right, it is. I forgot it's a Saturday night race. Who's got the pole? Oh, imagine that, Kyle Busch. That wouldn't surprise me either. Just a couple times. Wonder if tonight's race is gonna look like an NIS. It's pretty much the only reason I freaking watch them for. Yeah. Well, same goes for Stewart. Yep. Thank you, NASCAR, for being scripted now. I'm pretty sure they know who's going to win the race before the race has even started. Just think. Yeah. It is. Yeah. What kills me, though, well, also the fact that, too, you look at pretty much all the fucking Chevys that are in the field, they all have Hendrick chassis. Hell, even RCR don't even make their own chassis anymore. They buy Hendrick chassis. They got to deal with Hendrick. Of course, they've always had to deal with Hendrick. But then again, that's rich children racing, so yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard, especially when it's putting all that downforce there. Uh-huh. Damn, all I'm looking for now is that, little icon where the, Dalton Highway ends. It's gonna be my pullover point. I usually make it a 3-part trip. So far, the parts ain't exactly equal. Oh, what are you gonna do? Just wait till that silage is in high demand. Take a load of that in one of the trucks down to the biomass plant and a wheel loader. Easy money. But you gotta wait for it to be in high demand. Junior been cleared to drive yet, or is he still out in Gordon End? Yeah. Well, he did throw out that he was going to be retiring pretty soon. Who would that be? Aha. And he can run a line that most people don't even dare try. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him in one fight. Exactly. Get him out of Felix Sabata's racing and be alright. Give Newman some better equipment, he'd race a lot better. He gets the leftover shit from fucking Dylan though. Well, Menard basically bought his way into RCR. Yeah. Alright, well, who's got heartburn and indigestion? Why the hell did that guy have a British accent? Why the hell did that guy have a British accent? Oh, that's right. I'll be watching it on cable. Oh, nice. Let's see how many laps it takes before Danica Stenhouse hits the wall. Or Ricky Patrick. Worst part is for me to even be able to watch, I gotta find a spot where I can pull off. And that don't happen till I reach the James Dalton sign. shit, I gotta be close. I've cut 100 miles, or 70 miles off. Gee, I wonder why. Yep. Okay, now that's twice in one trip it started raining on me. The rosin. You're not even racing it. No, because I remember you at Martinsville. That was bad enough. Now just imagine Martinsville with banking. Okay, what's the reason behind used to? And that is a corner that'll get your blood pumping. Gotta be nearing this damn Dalton sign. Yep, there's that creek. I think I'm just now in the bottoms. Well, that wouldn't make sense. Yep. He's been racing since like on the NASCAR level since the early 90s. Well, no shit. You can't compare Dale Sr. to anybody. Yeah, and we're doing half of that. So they haven't even taken the green yet. They haven't even taken the green yet. Oh. Well, shit. Nobody's died yet. What? Good, that means it's ready for use. That machine that's in front of it, drive up to it, turn it on, suck it up into the thing, drive into the freaking dairy farm, line it up with the feeding troughs and hit unload. And that feeds the cows. Did it unload in there? Good. That means the fed. And that lasts 6 days according to what? Actually, I don't know. I think the dairy cows, I think you gotta feed a hell of a lot more. The more you kept them fed, the more milk they produce. The beef ones, I think that's just, you just fill up the silo and then it'll self-empty itself. Same with the pigs. Figure that, it's gonna be another fucking rain delay race. I mean, it just... Yup. I mean, it rained its ass off here, and I'm only 4 or 5 hours from there. There's more on the way. If they didn't get the full race in, I'll be surprised. Why didn't you hook it up to the Magnum? Oh, the cultivator. What the hell are you cultivating? Are you fucking serious? Do you mean that Pronto one doesn't do it? Well, fuck. Had I known that, I would've bought the biggest cultivator they had. It's always raining. Winner. Glad these aren't glass tanks. Whoops. Foot slipped off the clutch while I was mid-shift. Oh, man. Mic should be on by now. You're missing a zero turn. You don't even have it in the mods. Yeah, it was in the other one. That means you have the drop deck in the 9900 too. That truck is freaking amazing. Woo. This is the bottom. Forge behind it. Is it done? What? No idea. Google that shit. Google it. But you can't use the mower. Red clipper. Is it a coon? No, that's the brand. Is it under the mowers? Well, look over the, see what types of fruits it does. I'm guessing that to do clover, you gotta have a, like a modded, was it? Bunch of little leaves of silage. Yeah, that would be silage. I think the best news out of all this shit is I've never once seen a warning sign pop up in OBS saying that I was using too much CPU. Holy shit, this is a drop off. I bet you have to use a modded implement. No, one specifically for clover. Really? Huh. Okay, now I'm finally in the bottom. There's the damn creek. Oh, I think that's the Dalton sign there. Is that a car riding my ass? No, I think it's the taillights. I wouldn't think so. They under a rain delay? Figured. Fucking happens every year. What? Oh, he covered that over the grass now. That was a little bit of a abrupt stop. All right. That was a good chunk knocked out. That'll be part 2 of Coldfoot to Fox, and we'll pick it up next time when we finish taking this trailer from the entrance of the Dalton Highway into Fox, and then probably if I can get one, a jumper load from Fox into Fairbanks. So as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and like, and we'll see you next time.